Hi, we want to thank you so much for following the series in the 20 most ridiculous beliefs that keeps many people around the world in perpetual poverty, especially Africans and especially Ghanaians. We have finished the series in the 20, but we want to summarize it in this video for you. So as you have been following us, we have discussed with you poverty mindset. There are many people around Africa and around the world who believe that they are poor. Because of this poor mindset, they don't make any additional efforts because they believe that their parents, their communities, their districts, their regions, their countries, even their continents are poor. For that matter, they are born in poverty, and so must everything be. We indicated that this kind of mindset must be removed. If not, you would not be able to make any big money. You cannot succeed in your life. You are born in a poor country or in a poor society, but if you have the right mindset, you can make money. You can become successful. Another belief we talked about is that of superstition. There are many people around the world, especially in developing countries, who have superstitious mindset. They believe in ridiculous things, and those ridiculous things keep them in poverty. Some believe that money, money has spirits in it. The idea of money is just paper, but people believe that it has spirits in it. So if the spirit of money does not align with your own spirit, you cannot look for it and find it. You cannot work and get it. You cannot innovate and get it. So you have to go and look for where your spirit is, and then you align your spirit to that of the money, and then you will make it. They even believe that everybody's spirit aligns with a particular kind of job. So as I'm a coach, if my spirit doesn't align with coaching, it means that that is a wrong field I am in. Come on. Others also believe that witchcraft from their homes, from their hometowns, from their districts are so pervasive to an extent that witchcraft limits the extent to which people would be able to make money. That witches are everywhere. For that matter, if you harvest lots of food produce that you can sell to buy nice clothing to wear, that you can sell to build a very nice house and live in, because of witchcraft, people believe that you must not manifest any signs of wealth in your life. If not, the witches will finish you up. Indeed. So, such people, even when they leave their communities and leave to other parts of the world and succeed in any way, they don't want to come back to their communities because they believe that the witches are waiting for them there and the witches will finish them. This kind of belief even has transcended to a point where those same people believing in witchcraft as a reason why they are not making any progress. They believe that white people, Europeans also have witchcraft, but their witchcraft is good witchcraft, which they use to manufacture aircrafts, which they use to manufacture iPhones, which they use to manufacture drones. But the witchcraft in Africa, the witchcraft in developing countries are wicked and deadly witchcrafts. They are dangerous witchcrafts. So this kind of mindsets make so many people not to be able to look out for success. They just quiet back that, okay, as for us, witches are around and will not do anything much that will bring us prosperity and success. They've forgotten that the people who they call the witches, the people who have the witchcraft in Africa, they can also use the witchcraft for good. I challenge them, those who have witchcraft in Africa and other places, they should turn it into good things, like they claim that witches are also abound everywhere around Europe and in North America, but then they use it to do good things. Witches, the black witches in Africa too, should use the witchcraft to do good. They should use it to make their children wealthy. They should use it to make their children intelligent. They should use it to make they themselves wealthy. If not, that witchcraft they say they have is not there. Another belief which makes so many people live in perpetual poverty is survival mindset. Survival mindset. There are many people around this world who believe that everything they see, everything they have is just good enough to help them sustain and survive their lives. So help them to be able to live, which some of them include people's salaries. Some of them includes natural environment, where you see people going for hunting of game. They go to hunt rats, they go to hunt rabbits, they go to hunt things that are supposed to be living in the zoo that people pay to go and watch. People go to the bush to hunt them. People's salaries, as soon as it is month ending, then people go to take their salaries and then they make a tall list of things they are going to buy. They buy consuming everything that is on their paycheck. So that there is nothing to save, there's nothing to invest. It happens month after month. So to an extent that there are people who have one or two successful people from their families, and they see such successful people as good enough only to give them money to expend. They see them as people who must give them money to go and buy foodstuff, give them money to go and pay for their school fees. They don't ask for money that will make them become rich. They don't ask for money that they can invest with. They don't ask for money that they can use to farm. They don't ask for money that they can use it to buy vehicles that they can drive to make livelihood. They ask for money that they are going to use in consumption. Come on. Why do you see such people as only good for them to give you money for consumption? Ask for money that they can give you that you use it for investment. Then you can also give others. You don't have to continuously depend on such people. Another belief that makes so many people live in perpetual poverty is that of believing in hard work, that it is only through hard work and sweat that one can become successful. Hard work is good, but thinking that it is only through hard work that one will become successful is a wrong belief. You need to work hard, but smarter. Add smartness to whatever you are doing, so that instead of getting 10,000 CDs by using your labor, you get 1 million CDs by adding innovation, technology, and drive. If you do this, you are able to make more money. But then, depending on only hard work, you are just going to become tired. Smart people are those that make more money, not only people who do hard work. At any point in time, whether you are an entrepreneur or you are working for somebody, hard work is important, but hard work doesn't make you much money. You work hard, but using the right technology so you are able to move faster in the results you produce. Another ridiculous belief that gets so many people in perpetual poverty is begging mindset. There are people who are holding PhDs in begging. Individuals, communities, even countries, continents. The leaders in the human beings in there who have eventually become leaders have mastered the arts of begging. Whether it is begging from one another, or it is begging from a white person, or it is begging from a foreign country, or begging from an NGO, it is just a begging culture where they see themselves as poor people, and then it is only other people who must give to them. This kind of mindset must change. If not, you will not be able to feel fulfilled in this world. There is no amount of resources that somebody else can give you that you feel fulfilled. You have to produce your own. Produce your own resources so you can also give. It is in giving that you find fulfillment. But even from the onset, having a begging mindset is a narrow and crude way of thinking. But having a giving mindset is an abundance mindset. And it is only people who think abundantly that gets abundantly. So choose between begging and then giving. So you see the difference in there, where the giving is abundance mindset and receiving and begging is a narrow and mean mindset. Change this mindset today and your life will not be the same. Another mindset that gets so many people, another belief that gets so many people continue to live in perpetual poverty is that of seeing their children as social security. There are many people in our societies who want to give birth to 10 children, 20 children, 30 children, 40 children. No matter how the children are going to be able to take care, the children are going to be taken care of, that one doesn't matter so much. The only thing that matters is the children should get out, struggle on their own, and become social security for them. There are even others who do well by taking care of children, but then they still expect the children to become social security for them. When you have this kind of mindset, apart from making you a poor person, you are building and creating generational poverty in your family. When you allow your kids have their own needs. When you allow them at the beginning of their careers to invest back in educating themselves further, you allow them to invest back in themselves. Within a short period in their careers, they are going to become fulfilled. They are going to become independent. And then they can now take care of you in your old age. But if you put pressure on them, if you exert lots of financial pressure, they are not going to be able to achieve their full potentials. And this, you are making your own family not to be able to break the barriers and the chains of poverty in your family. Another belief that keeps so many people in perpetual poverty is thinking and believing that certain kinds of professions like music, like playing football, like the arts industry, many people believe that these kind of professions are not the ideal and they are not the best. And for that matter, they don't encourage their children to get in there. Come on. This is the reason why they will ensure that they encourage their children to go to school, primary school, junior high school, senior high school, to the university, to pass exams. So when they complete and come out, they're able to get jobs like teachers, they're able to get jobs like accountants, they're able to get jobs like lawyers. But I tell you that everybody is born and created unique. For that matter, your child's talent may be in football. And once you see the glimpses of this in your child, you need to encourage the child to be able to build on that skill and talent so the child reaches the pinnacle of the talent. It is through there you and the child can get the biggest benefit out of that. One other superstitious belief that keeps so many people in perpetual poverty is believing that it is believing and depending on miracles that they will get their breakthrough. Believing and depending in miracles. There are many people who, because of this kind of belief, they have been scammed big time because you have not done anywhere for somebody, neither have you gone into contract with anyone. You don't expect anything from anywhere. Then all of a sudden somebody calls you that, oh, I have sent you ABCD through the port, so go and pay ABCD and pick it. But because people believe in so much miracle, that, oh, the living God has done it. For that matter, somebody who didn't even know, somebody who is a scammer, just calls you to go and pay some money at the port and then pick some items, you rush and go and pay that money. Then you are scammed. Believing in miracles. Opening up so many people for dubious people to pick money from them just because of that kind of mindset. So drop this mindset. This world is a world of work. It's a world of struggle. It's a world of reasonability. If you do not work for somebody, you don't expect any pay. If you do not work, you don't expect any pay. Another belief that keeps so many people in perpetual poverty is prayer. Prayer mindset. Having all your hope that it is only through prayer that miracles can be done in your life. By this I mean people praying from morning till evening, evening till morning without working, but expecting that it is through the prayer their problems will be solved. If you don't work and depend on only prayer, how do you expect your problems to be solved? Nobody says you shouldn't pray. Pray, but pray when it is time for you to do so. And then work also when it is time for you to work. Why do you want to turn the tables around? By continuously praying and fasting. You will fast in the daytime, you pray in the night. Or you pray in the daytime and then you fast in the night, you pray in the daytime. You won't go to work, you won't do any work that brings you money. If God is even going to bless you, how will God bless you if you don't do any work, but that's dependent on the prayer? Change this kind of mindset. When you do some work and then pray, God will bless you through that work you do. But you can't pray and not work and expect that God will send you manners from heaven. No, it doesn't happen that way. I know it doesn't happen that way. Work hard and then God will use that hard work to bless you. Another belief that keeps so many people in perpetual poverty has to do with the fact that there are tribes, there are families, there are communities who people believe that God created them to become herdsmen, to rear animals. There are families, there are tribes that some people believe that God created them and theirs is just to become drummers and singers. And then there are other families who God created that as for them, they are going to be the leaders, they are going to be the chiefs of such communities. Indeed, this sounds kind of funny. In such communities that such beliefs are very, very manifest, you notice that when such children are born into families that are to become drummers or whatever, singers, they grow up not going to school, or some even go to school, but they don't learn anything associated with that kind of whatever they've been given birth into. But then they expect that because they are born into that family, they just have the skill to practice whatever they have been born into. By this, I'm saying that if you are born into a family of chiefs, and because of tradition, you are going to become chief in the future, still learn about it. If you have been born into the family of herdsmen, you have been born into the family of butchers, born into the family of blacksmiths, you need to learn more about it. If you don't learn more about it and somebody goes to school and learn about welding and blacksmith, learns about drumming and singing, the person will beat you hands down whenever you go for any competition. You need to learn more even if you are born into it. But then I also believe that when I'm not born into the family of butchers and I go to school, I cannot become a butcher. No. It's not like that. It's a world of learning now. You go to the university, you go to school, you learn about butcher work, you learn about welding, you learn about fabrication, you learn about singing, you go to school, you learn leadership. And when there is opportunity for you to contest any position, you contest if you have the abilities and you trust in yourself, and you are going to win and you are going to perform well than somebody who is seen to be born into a family of A, B, C, D and not make any efforts. So over the last few months, these are some of the beliefs we have brought to you. The beliefs in Africa, in Ghana about money are so many, but these are just the few we'll be able to summarize for you. That your mindset is critical in determining how much money you can make for yourself and how much of that money you can keep. You need to build your brains. Remove all the things that limit your abilities and then open yourself up to greatness, and then the sky will just be a stepping stone for you. In Africa and in most of the places that many developing people, many developing countries are basic things limit how much money people are able to make. There's need for you to remove that from your mind. Break the chain out. People out there, like all the rich people around the world, like you and I, when there is marketing of an iPhone and we buy in the same amount like people who don't have such beliefs. So why do you have to limit yourself to that? You will shop in the same market. When we go to Dubai, you go to other countries to shop, you shop in the same market. You don't say for you are going to always shop in your local community for that matter. No. Even the shirt you wear, just produced elsewhere. The sandals you wear, the tie you wear, they are produced elsewhere. And it is the same money that you used to buy. If you are even using your country's currency, it was converted into your country's currency before you are purchasing it. So the world is a global village. And whereas others don't think that the way you think, but you and them are interconnected one with the other. So there's no need for you to keep things that pull you away from your success. Release yourself from that shackles of mysterious and superstitious belief so that you are able to make more money. Drop it today, and I guarantee you that in the next few years ahead of you, there is going to be limitless opportunities, and riches and success is going to come to you effortlessly. Drop this mindset, and riches will come to you. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, Passion Drive Coaching, subscribe to it because we are going to come your way with many videos that will change the way you see success, that will change the way you see money, that will get you more money, and that will get you more success. We are going to continue to give you at least a video every week that will make you get more wealth, especially in this 2020 and beyond. Thank you so much.